826, the Big 550 KTRS. My name's Doug McKelvin, sitting in for McGraw Millhaven on this rainy Monday morning. Carissa Pavlica joins us now, managing editor at TVFanatic.com. You know, it's interesting. We were just talking a couple of minutes ago about must-see appointment television versus DVDing, DVRing, take your pick. And the general consensus seems to be that most of us are time-shifting more than anything else under the sun, which is truly remarkable when you consider how much of that has changed over the years.
That is true. And what are you time shifting? What was the subject at hand?
Well, we were actually time shifting. I do the Chicago Fire and PD, Late Show, Colbert, the Sunday night HBO show with the
John Oliver.
John Oliver. Thank you, Josh. John Oliver. And that's about all of them, really. Those are the ones that I really kind of want to watch. But I'm sure for other people, they just spend inordinate amounts of time, and they probably completely fill up the hard drive on their machine.
My Dish Network DVR now records 16 hours and has 16 hours at a time, and has, I think, I can't even remember how many hours it actually holds, but I just went up to 82%.
That's an awful lot. Now,
yeah, it is.
When you record things, are you doing Netflix, Hulu, that sort of thing, or are you doing so-called over-the-air broadcast type stuff?
No, it's recording over-the-air broadcast. Because of my job, obviously.
Well, sure, yeah.
I record everything from network to cable, basic cable, to all the premium networks and all the little networks that don't necessarily get a lot of play.
And how much do you, okay, so you tape all of this stuff. Do you really get a chance to watch it all back, or are you a skimmer and bearing in mind what you do for a living?
The number of things that I have that sit there are my pleasure TV, which tend to be shows about murder and things like that on Investigation Discovery.
I can understand that. All right, for those of us who aren't quite as intensive when it comes to watching television as you are, what should we look forward to here in the next week or so that we really ought to be thinking about?
In the next week or so, there's really not a lot that's coming out. But what I had planned on talking about was the disappointments.
Really? Okay, go ahead.
And what I think, maybe people should just give up on if they are watching them right now. Because I don't think they have a chance to come back.
Okay.
24 Legacy.
Never watched it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm a winner right now.
It hasn't lived up to the hype of 24, and Eric Carter is not a Jack Bauer replacement.
Okay.
Emerald City went off the air, and that was a Wizard of Oz remake. If people are holding out hope that's going to get a second season, I think they're probably holding out too much hope.
I think I saw one or two of those, and it was a pretty quirky show.
Yeah, it didn't look anything like Wizard of Oz, I have to be honest.
Yeah, when Toto turns into a German Shepherd and Dorothy is wearing a police jacket and things like that, it gets a little weird. That's for sure.
It's a little weird.
Okay.
Another big disappointment was Doubt with Katherine Heigl, which was pulled after 2 airings. It hasn't even been canceled. They haven't even bothered to say what they're going to do with it. They just yanked it off the air and just let it go. You
suppose this is going to be one of those ones that they'll burn it off, the remaining episodes that they already have in the can, just so they don't have to pay for them, or that happens every once in a while.
And the episodes got better, so they did a real disservice to her again, as usual, by not even promoting the show, which was a shame. Time After Time is currently airing on ABC. And that's about the H.G. Wells, based on the H.G. Wells movie from, I believe, sometime in the 70s. It was a really good movie at the time, but the television attempt to make it over is not not cutting it.
Just not working. Anything else?
No. Star on Fox got a second season, but terrible. Training Day on CBS obviously didn't do well because Bill Paxton died.
Kind of tough to work around that, isn't it, when the star of the show
Yeah, they
dies.
hardly didn't leave room for fixing that. Taken, another reboot on NBC, not at all what people expected.
But you got to know that each and every one of these shows, there's going to be a small group of people who are going to say, we really like the show a whole bunch. Please don't make it go away.
Well, you know what? There's two of those shows that I thought were really interesting. Iron Fist on Netflix, which is, if you've paid attention, has gotten a lot of flack in the week since its announcement, since its release, and APB on Fox. The two of them panned critically. I mean, we're talking somewhere between like 0% for Netflix for Iron Fist and like 18% maybe on APB.
Oof.
But audience up in the 70s, as much as they enjoy it. They really enjoy watching it once they watch it. But what's happened is, people listen to critics and don't give a show a chance.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting how the dynamic has become, if a viewer will just go ahead and trust their instincts, they might find a really good program.
Very good. Carissa, we're going to have to scoot, but thank you for your time on this Monday morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Carissa Pavlica, managing editor at tvfanatic.com here on the Big 550.